Yo ho ho! What's going on, guys? This is Grim Reaper, bringing y'all boys another one. Today we're on it with One Punch Man, the top 10 fights of the Hero Invasion arc. I already know what it is. First, the monsters came in. So technically, if you want to call it the Monster Association arc, we would start right when right when the monsters started to show up, because technically there was an influx of monsters for a while. So the scheme had been underlying for a minute, but the arc truly, really started once we actually confronted them and the monsters actually assaulted during the super fight. Maybe a little hint before that. But in the instance that we're describing right now, we're talking about from chapter 91 to the current chapter. Now we did that because Garou, I don't want to call him a hero, but he's directly entwined with both of them. He technically quote unquote did go on a mission to gain entrance or to gain membership in the Monster Association by accepting Orochi's plea deal or whatever. He's like, alright, you can stay, but bring me a hero head. I don't care who. So technically he was given that offer and he decided to take it, even though he was reluctant and wasn't gonna do it. So we're gonna be starting from that point onward. So, with that into consideration, let's get into it, boy. Alright, so number 10, we got the Zombie Man versus Pure Blood fight. Bro, everybody in Discord, everybody on Reddit, everybody in the comment section, the different videos on YouTube, bro. Everybody be talking about that Zombie Man hype, bro. I thought it was like some webcomic thing that like those guys were just had some type of other opinion about Zombie Man that like we can't see in the manga, because the fight was badass, but it wasn't like everything, right? But like, no, right? Reread it. Look at that bitch, bro. Aesthetically, bro. The shit that Zombie was pulling out on niggas, bro. Bro, how Pure Blood was sitting there being all dramatic, bro. Putting on a scene for his niggas, bro. He'd have to just flick Zombie's bullets back at him and just sit here like, hey, I'm that nigga. Shit, like, I just hyped it up with the monsters and shit, bro. Like, he was such a charismatic monster in the fight. Like, he's really one of my favorite, like, he probably is my favorite demon. He's one of my favorite monsters in general. I love vampires and shit like that. And the fact that he was the vampire that we got, I super fucked with Pure Blood, bro. And then seeing fucking Zombie Man, bro. Zombie with the guns and the cannons, bro. And he came through regardless with this shit, bro. It was badass, dog. That was a badass fight. But that isn't the only one on the list, and we got to keep it pushing with the other ones. This necessarily isn't better than the zombie fight. Like, none of these fights are necessarily just better than each other, but like, some are more preferable than the others. So in the number 9 spot, we got old boy Drive Night versus Neon, bruh. Yo, Drive came to do it to him, boy. Bro, we had like a whole mysterious opinion on Drive for a minute. And we'll probably elaborate on that a little bit more in the actual Drive Night discussion video that we do in a few days. But regardless of that, old boy Drive Night, he came in showing what he was really about, bro. Like, there was all that mystery was done, all the like the side play, all the like espionage, all the like trickery verbiage, like that. He brought that straight firepower, man. He was out here to bring the shits, bro. All the different transformations that he had, they were all badass. All the transformations looked badass. That motorcycle especially, would have to let the chapter off with that shit, and that was so badass. He had like poison gas coming from that shit, like some sticky solution and shit like that. He had missiles on there, strong as hell, dog, bro. And he had the big ass Zord and shit. He had the armor that he had on too. He had the tactical transformation gold, which is what we always talk about and shit. It looked the most badass out of all of them. And he tanked that big ass Neon slice, bro. And Neon's that nigga too, bro. Don't let me hype up Drive Night too much, bro. Cause Neon that nigga too, bro. Neon tanked everything that Drive Night did. He's still alive. Now niggas wanna argue that fucking Drive Night left him alive on purpose. But like, in the dialogue, it say that like, nah, I'm trying to kill him. Like, we were fuck the capture techniques. Now we're gonna kill his ass. So with that being the case, that fight was pretty like badass to see. Like, driving up people to pull all that crazy stuff. Already knowing Neon's amazing agility, evasiveness. Like, and he put on some DC too. We hadn't seen that before. Big buff old cock diesel Neon, bro. But that's taken care of, bro. It was a nice fight. But I'd probably say that, like, I maybe even liked the zombie fight better than this one. But that Drive Night aesthetic bit, like Drive Night was putting in that work, bro. I had to fuck with him. But up next is my boy, bro, Overgrown Rover versus the new Fubuki, bro. Nigga, you know we talk about chapter 124, man. All right, so 124, we had previously gotten that hint of that other chapter. For at the end of the other chapter, that like Rover was confronting Fubuki and Bang and Bomb, and boy, was I mad about that shit, because they had out here Fubuki eating that shit and just looking cool, cock decent, like it was nothing. A point blank blast from Rover, something that Garou was dying from. Luckily enough, but they came with the redraws to adjust that, and they had them dodging and getting out of the way. So, and I'm expecting in the volume release that they'll have the adjusted version. So make sure you check that out and buy the volumes. Fucking badass and shit. That's what you need to get. But that aside though, Rover put on that display, that DC display, bro. I'm not saying that up against Saitama it wasn't impressive. I'm not saying that up against Rover he didn't go cock diesel crazy. All I'm saying is that whenever it was up against Bang Bomb for Wookie, bro, he tore an entire cavern, bro. Like my nigga, like the visuals of that shit, bro, just like, bro, entire sides of things gone, my nigga. Like things, you know how things got sides, big? Them shit's gone, bro. Cause they blown off by Rover, nigga. Like, god damn, Rover kind diesel strong, bro. Like, the niggas don't even know about that shit, bro. But look, bro. Just that part, I'll give it to Bang and Bomb for Fubuki. They held out, especially with Fubuki's like adrenaline push. She showed her true will. She showed her capability of leadership and determination, my nigga. That chapter was that chapter because of Fubuki, bro. Rover complimented Fubuki in that chapter, my nigga. I fucked with it so much. Great chapter, bro. That's how you connected, bro. That was good progression for that character as well, and I really appreciate that shit. But take care of my baby girl Fubuki, the princess. On to the next selection. Number 7 on the list is chapter 112. Oh boy, you already know what's going on. For yeah, that's an Atomic Black Sperm chapter, bro. That's an Atomic Black Sperm fight, bro. Yeah. So check this out, bro. Sperm, he's a multiplying ass nigga, bro. We're talking about excessive numbers. Any slice, any hit, he's splitting from it, multiplying, becoming 2-3 niggas, bro. You cut him into 4 pieces, he may be 8. Type shit like that. So you gotta be careful when you're fighting this guy. Tommy didn't realize that at first. Boneheaded man. I think that's the title of that chapter. Chapter 36, 37, something like that, where they're fighting Melzigard, and Eon's telling them, hey, you can't attack him like that. You gotta find a different way. They don't know no other way. So Tommy taking to it, bro. And he really gets out of position, bro. You would think that a guy that's like, he isn't causing catastrophic physical damage, and he isn't like a speed demon like Sperm, Atomic wouldn't have that much trouble with, but like, it's overwhelming, bro. It's overwhelming, my nigga. Like, everything you cut reforms to be in a position to hit you back, like, hard as fuck, dog. And like, it's, I wouldn't want to deal with that myself. But like, oh boy, Atomic, he won't give up. Oh boy, Atomic says, if you doing the right thing, just do it more, and it'll still work. So he did that same thing, bro. That logic, that teacher, and that's why that video that we made, check it out. Atomic is the best teacher, better in comparison to Bang. It's big facts, 100% facts. My boy Atomic, he came through with that focused Atomic slash. He decreases the range of his air slashes, but he slashes more, quicker, in a smaller place, one single spot, and the result is annihilating whatever is there, to the point that Black Sperm himself said, I annihilated before I split. Nani? My nigga, do you know what that means, man? Cause I don't. I just want a nigga just destroying shit fast as fuck. Badass display, super power up for Anatomic Samurai, but it didn't end the fight at all. It just showed that he now has the capability to fight Black Sperm. And low key, that's one of the most, out of all the fights, it's one of the ones that seems most promising, or his best position, because there's a promising aspect to it, and Black Sperm's still daunting. So it's one of the better fights being developed so far, and the ones that are still going. That got left on cliffhangers. That being said, pushing on forward from the number 7 best fight, we get the number 6 best fight, nigga. All right, this one's really split into 2 parts. This is the first part, chapter 99. You already know what's going on right here, bro. Child Emperor versus Phoenix Man, bro. Phoenix Man already got up from the first assassination in his demon form by Child Emperor. He came up using his backpack and his blades and his saws and stuff like that. Resurrected Phoenix. That boy didn't play, bro. In this chapter, Phoenix uses the incredible capability of his base Phoenix form and his armored up set, right? Flying around, evading all the Child Emperors like missiles and shit like that. But it gets a little out of hand. Oh boy, brave giant, strong as hell with them cannons, bro. Firing a big ass machine gun with big ass fucking shells and shit like that, bro. Rip through all kinds of stuff. The head cannon, bro. The fucking delta blades, bro. Like, Child was in there with the shit. He was coming after Phoenix, and Phoenix was like, "This is a little too much. I can't deal with it, bro." You know what nigga did? He suited up, went to that Falcon mode, bro. Yeah, Phoenix got fast on him. 2 variations. Phoenix got that speed form, Phoenix Falcon mode. Now he sits there, turned to that Falcon variant, got those dark feathers, and that pattern and shit like that. He was flying circles around a Brave Giant, bro. Like, circles. Brave couldn't keep up. He could just sit there and block because he was just... When previously, he was keeping up with Phoenix, man. Pretty alright. Phoenix even commented about it. Huge bust in his speed. But Child Emperor can deal with that. He's intelligent. Intelligence beats even speed, and he outmaneuvers him. He gets him to a point where now he's surrounded by the little Braves, and then they get on his ass. They do that whole entire explosion shit that are like the cannons that they have, the heat cannons, which are pretty powerful. In the original chapter, they melted through the floor, but in the redraw, they actually go at Phoenix, and Phoenix manages to absorb it. It pulls up that new transformation, bruh. That Phoenix prominence mode, bruh. It's like fire fucking like just taloned up white, like just demon Phoenix, but just out there suited up, kind of diesel, absorbed the entirety of the attack. And that's also a strength variant. The highlight of the chapter, Child Emperor don't give up, bruh. With that strength variant, Child Emperor still managed to trick him, to give him a decoy, and they came over the top with that giant fist strike, but just bam, cleaned his ass. But like I told you, bro, it's that strength variant, bro. Phoenix is that strength variant, my nigga. He sat there with the Phoenix form, and he caught it. Prominence caught it, but it wasn't done. The highlight of the chapter. Child Emperor managed to put 100% of his boosters into that punch and slammed Phoenix Prominence form through the ground, giving Phoenix Man his second death. Bruh, that was a chapter, my nigga. That was a chapter. But let's talk about number 5. Because number 5 was a chapter 2. And arguably, it was a different kind of a fight. But arguably, niggas will tell you this should be number 1 on the list. Saitama versus Orochi. Chapter 108. Chapter 108 is... It's different because it's not the Goketsu situation. It's not the Ishii situation. But it's not the Boruto situation either. That's a problem. Because we wanted that. We thought it'd be similar to it. We thought it'd be close to it. And it wasn't lacking for what it is. But we didn't like what it was. So, we're obviously talking about the length of the chapter. But if you ignore that, bro, Orochi lifted a city, bitch. He lifted a city a bit with his cannon, bro. Like, niggas was talking about Emperor Nova versus Orochi's blast, and they are comparable. They are. But Orochi lifting a city a bit? No. Fuck, bro. Brave can't take on Orochi by himself, man. Orochi's speed, bro. Saitama was coming, bro, with the punch from the front. And Orochi managed to hop up above him like that, bro. Hit him with his full blast cannons, bro. Both arms. Opened up his whole chest type shit. All the fucking dragons in his hair just dropped at that nigga, bro, from the top, bro. And we didn't get to see it. So with those two gripes, the fact that the fight was going to be a Saitama type fight and not a Boros type fight, and the fact that, like, we didn't get to see that final crazy explosion as of yet. I had to give it that number 5 spot, man. I had to. But trust me, bro. Orochi? Like to mention him having his dragons mix up the water stream in between and his hands and shit whenever they're coming at the same time, they try to grab him. Bad assery, but it wasn't enough. It was badass though. What may be close to enough. And what has us going crazy right now, this week, is the number 4 spot. Darksiders versus Garou. Boom. Boom. Bro, Garou's back, bro. Garou's back. Y'all seen the majority of this week has been videos about either the Garou versus Darksiders fight or videos around that. Or picking up for it. Bro, like, Garou's back. And he's putting that work, bro. He's breaking his limiter now and shit. He managed to match the bazooka and shit. That's the biggest point of contention in Discord or in discussion at the moment. We don't know how strong this Super Ally Bazooka is. All we know is that if he can match Super Darkshine or Super Ally Darkshine at his full power, bro, with that Super Ally Bazooka, my nigga, like that's that thing on him, bro. He got the thing on him, bro. Garou will, just like he said, now be up there with his strength. That's affirmed now. We know that his strength is as capable as Darkseid himself. He can compete on the same level, if not trade blows exactly, or if not, overwhelm that nigga. So that's the next conversation, bro. That's the next conversation where we have to have outside of this context. How strong is Garou physically now? But regardless of that, bro, Darkseid showed out, bro. He still has not gotten damaged. My boy, he still has not gotten damaged. Garou just broke his limiter on this nigga, bruh. If that ain't a feat, ain't no feats, bruh. If that ain't a feat, ain't no feats, bruh. Like, how a nigga broke? He broke his limiter on Garou, my boy. How is that not a feat? That's a feat, bro. That's a feat. You know what else is a feat? Being third on this list. You know what's third on this list? Chapter 91. Yeah, I told y'all, bro. Y'all know what chapter 91 is? Bro, the presentation of Overgrown Rover. My nigga, the first time that Garou has declared and seen his death in front of him, bro. My nigga. The first display of a high dragon, bro. Like, this nigga's, like we said before, bro. Like, we had discussions in polls, in tournaments, in like streams. Rover is the highest dragon outside of Boros and Orochi. The extremes. My nigga, like, it's Rover, bro. It's Rover. Rover took on Garou, bro. the first godlike test for Garou. We know Bang and Bomb and Genos were there too. That was that too. But Rover, he even said, so this is a dragon, huh? I wish I could show y'all panels on the screen, but I can't, because they should be out there just sniping niggas. Bah! Across the map sniping niggas, bro. You already know what it is. Manga decks, check out chapter 91. Rover versus Garou was spectacular. Destruction was spectacular. Garou dealing with it was spectacular. His endurance was spectacular. What happened right after that was spectacular. It was just spectacular, my nigga. It was just spectacular, my nigga. It was just spectacular, my nigga. But not. I can't say not spectacular. Differently spectacular. Is the number 2 spot. Yeah, bro, you already know what I was saying, bro. You already know what I was saying, bro. Nigga, it was chapter 100, bro. You already know what I was saying. The Emperor, no. Nigga. You know how we just hyping up a Orochi's blast, bro? Nigga. Not only did Phoenix show his brilliance form, arguably the second to third strongest dragon that exists outside of the extremes, man. Brilliance form, my nigga. And then he revives the dead? Oh no. And then he revives the 2 ninjas? No. Oh no. Oh no. And then he took Waganma and flew out, man. Bro, it just can't nothing worse happen. But Child don't give up. This is why Child is the MVP of the Hero Invasion arc so far. All boys and his drones out there, bruh. They out there fucked up and took Wagama from Phoenix, man. Slammed Phoenix into the wall and then praying back down for that arm, bro. And as Brave Giant was gonna shoot up in that rocket for him, that iconic rocket panel where he's fucking thrusting upward from the bottom of the seafloor, bro. He caught that second arm, suited it up. Hey, he went shooting mode. Yo, let you that bird over, bro. And my nigga, it's not enough that the motherfucking monster just shot off an Emperor Nova. The motherfucking the realest nigga in town said, fuck it, I'ma just eat that bitch, bro. Bro, Brilliant suited up and tried to absorb the Nova, dog, and got straight fucked over, man. Fucked over. But you know what this tank did, though? So let's say that the Nova's power was a 10, right? Phoenix Man absorbed 6 of it. And then tanked 4, bro. Left half of this shit just fucked up, bro. Just all fucked up. Like, oh, you fucked me up bad, bro. Phoenix was like, oh, fuck, you fucked me up bad. Bro, Phoenix is that fucking nigga, bro. That fucking nigga, bro. Alright, bet. So all of you both know that. But on the real though, Garou versus Orochi. Yeah, that's number 1, nigga. Yeah, you already know what I'm gonna say, bro. Like, he did it, bro. He did it. We got a hole in his stomach, bro. Was out there fighting up, got grabbed up and shit like that, bro. Tanked an Orochi punch, but stop that shit. Nigga, stop, bro. My nigga, like, yo, I get so hyped, bro. This arc has been so good, bro. So, like, it's been crazy shit outside this arc, bro. The Boros fight, EC fight, bro. Fucking Cockroach, right, man? Like, bro, all kinds of shit on the way. Suiryu fight, bro. Tozai Suiryu, bro. So many crazy things out there, bro. With this arc, the dragons, bro. He fought out dragons, bro. His arms are made of dragons, man. Like, come on, bro. And then Garou suited up and said, nah, fuck it, I'm the nigga, I'm gonna persevere through. I can do it, even up against the Monster King. And then he copied his shit, bro. Orochi, man. I miss him. That being said, that was it for the top 10 fights in the Hero Invasion arc. If you like this video, make sure you check out all the other videos on One Punch Man. We cover solo leveling as well here. If you'd like to discuss this topic and more, hop in the comment section. And if not, come to the Discord where you can reach me directly at all times in the day. That being said, see how it was, bro. Yo ho ho!